You know, guys, there's something that I do not understand with the people of this country. And I think I could be wrong, but I think this is the reason why the country is unable to move forward. I remember yesterday I was having a conversation with my friend, and he actually said something that was quite interesting. He said that, Thomas, you know, the reason why the country is not moving forward, you know, the reason why nothing is actually getting any better is because we, as the people of this country, and when I say we, I'm speaking about the people in the townships because we live in the townships. So we can speak on behalf of the people in the townships. He says that, Thomas, the reason why this country is not moving forward is because the people of this country have come to normalize the abuse that comes from the government. And this is the reason why the country is not moving forward. I said, my man, what do you mean? He says that everything that we were never supposed to normalize, we have somehow come to normalize it. Everything. He says that, man, you can see the sewages. People are actually fine with the fact that their streets are filled with sewages. People are not coming out and saying, no, this thing actually needs to stop. We are going to get sick. And this is unacceptable for us to live in a place where the streets are filled with sewage. We have children and our children are going to get sick. We don't want that. It is totally unacceptable. But somehow, South Africans have actually normalized having sewages in their streets and not saying anything. And he says that if you look at all of these examples, you will actually realize that this is the reason why the country is not moving forward. And this is the reason why the comrades are not even attempting to work for the people of this country because they understand that the people of this country will normalize the abuse that comes from them. He says that, look again, look at this issue of illegal dumpings. There are illegal dumpings everywhere. Almost at every corner, you will find illegal dumpings, and absolutely nothing has been done by that. Absolutely nothing has been done by that. And to be fair, when it comes to some of these issues, it is our fault as the people. It is our fault as the people because, as the community, if we decide to go to a certain corner and dump there, it is our fault that we are dumping there. But on the flip side, when we look at the people that are supposed to come with their trucks to collect this rubbish, they are not even coming to collect this rubbish. But we have normalized that situation where the government is not sending the trucks to come and pick up the rubbish. And we, as the people, can pick a certain corner and dump there and not see anything wrong with the fact that we are dumping near somebody's home. We don't care about the consequences that comes with that. We just want our yards to be clean. So we don't care about your yard. We're gonna go and dump near your yard and near your yard, and we're gonna see nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And these are just some of the issues that we as the people of this country have actually come to normalize. And my friend actually argues that this is the reason why the country is not moving forward because these people that are in the offices, they can see exactly what is happening. They know that they don't have to fix this issue of sewages because nobody is making noise about sewages. They don't that they don't have to do anything about this issue of illegal dumpings because nobody is saying anything about illegal dumpings. They don't see any problems with all of these taverns that are mushrooming everywhere in the townships because the people are not saying anything about these things. He says that when you look at South Africans and be objective as South Africans, you will be fooled because these are the same people that will try to pretend like they are not okay with all of these things. But if you look at their actions, these people are not actually taking any action to demonstrate that they are not happy with all of these issues that are happening. And he argues that this is the same reason why the country is not moving forward. And to be honest, I could not argue with that. I, I honestly could not argue with that. Because as a black guy who lives in the townships, to be honest, we are not protective of our communities. We are not protective of our communities. We are not protective of our kids. And you can see even the manners. You can see even the manners in the kids. You can see how they conduct themselves. You can see the behavior. That it is going to get worse. It is going to get worse. I remember when I was growing up, it was normal to be reprimanded by a dad from next door. It was normal for a mother down the street to actually reprimand you. But today, you cannot do that. You cannot reprimand another person's kids. It's either that person will come to you and shout at you, call the police, and cause all the drama, or that child will actually insult you. And the fact that that child is bold enough to insult you, it will tell you everything about how that child was actually raised. This is us. This is us. What is it that we are doing? What is it that we are doing to actually take a bit of accountability for some of the issues that are happening in our lives? Why are we not taking action? Right now, we see the country is crumbling. Nothing is working in this country. People are sitting at home, unemployed. People are losing their jobs. Every week, figures are coming out, people are losing their jobs. But there is nothing in this country. It's almost as if everything is going fine. Everything is going fine. South Africans are silent. South Africans are saying nothing. South Africans are not in the streets and saying enough is enough. We are not seeing that. And the comrades can see that. They can see that, man, we have totally destroyed this country. I mean, if we lived in a sane country, guys, if we are being honest right now, if we lived in a sane country, there were going to be demonstrations in this country left, right, and center. We were going to fight these people and ask these people, why do you continue to implement the policies that are chasing out businesses? Why do you guys continue to squander the money that is supposed to help the people to build their own small businesses? Why is it that you guys cannot provide the citizens of this country with water and electricity? Do you even understand that the fact that you guys cannot even provide with water and electricity, that alone is impacting people's businesses? The same people that you have encouraged to open their businesses because jobs are scarce in this country, the same people cannot even operate their businesses because there's no water and there's no electricity. There's no water and there's no electricity. And people are even scared today. Some of the people that are even scared today to start up their own businesses because they're also thinking about crime. That if I'm going to set up my business somewhere, chances are these thugs will come and destroy everything that I have worked for. And I am not going to get any justice from that. There's a lot of crime. People are affected by crime. Too much. People are affected by crime. And these are just some of the things that we have actually come to normalize, that we live in areas that are filthy. We live in the streets that are filled with sewage. We live in areas that have taverns everywhere. We live in areas that are filled with alcohol and drugs. And we are totally fine with it. We are totally fine. Our children are sitting at home unemployed. We are totally fine with it. Our children are being fed this rubbish education system that they are being fed today, and we are totally fine with that. Our children are not participating in sports. They are not participating in debates and anything, and we are totally fine with that. We are fine with that. Today, we see people working hard just to place their kids into multiracial schools because people do not trust these public schools. You know that if you send your child to a public school, chances are they are not going to even see his potential. He or she herself is not even going to be aware of their own potential. Because there is nothing besides the book, there is absolutely nothing. There's absolutely nothing. And the teachers too. The teachers cannot even reprimand the kids today, because if the teachers try to say anything to the kids today, they can easily lose their jobs. And this is the reason why today we see children attacking teachers. On videos, there are a number of videos where children are actually attacking the teachers. And do you see South African parents going out and saying that, no, these kids, they need to be reprimanded. We want the government to actually enforce the law. We want the government to force the teachers to discipline these kids whenever they are out of line. But this is not what we are doing. But every week, almost every week, there's a story coming out of a child stabbing another child in school. There's a video of children attacking teachers in school. Even the teachers are not even protected. And all of these things we have actually come to normalize. We have actually come to normalize. So, as a rational South African, when you look at some of these things and when you are just being objective with everything that is happening right now, you can see that this country is headed to a crisis. It's headed to a crisis. There are no alarm bells everywhere. There are no alarm bells. There are no alarm bells. When you look at the behavior of the people of this country, it's almost as if everything is fine. Everything is fine. This is what we have actually come to normalize. It's unfortunate, man. It's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that 30 years into democracy, we were supposed to be very far as the country. We were supposed to be very far. But we are still stuck on the issues that should have been resolved a long time ago. We are still stuck in those issues. And the reason why those issues will never be resolved is because we are fine with them. We are totally fine with them. Guys, I felt like that was a very compelling argument coming from my friend. But that man, it doesn't matter. Like, forget the politicians, forget the narratives that are coming left, right, and center. Forget the mainstream media, forget everything. Just sit down and observe the behavior of South Africans. This is what you must do. Just sit down and observe the behavior of South Africans. And you will actually see where the problem is. You will see what the problem is. Because I have spoken a lot, personally, on this platform, I have spoken a lot about how South Africans vote. I did say that South Africans will partially complain about some of these issues. And when the elections come, South Africans will continue to vote for the same people that are giving them these things. And this is exactly why the country will move forward. So everything goes back to the people of this country, the behavior of South Africans and how they vote and how they conduct themselves. But this is not a conversation that is not being had. This is a conversation that is not being had. Everybody is trying to blame something else. Nobody is actually looking into themselves and saying, but no, man, let's wait a minute, man. Let's wait a minute. And this is the reason why I was willing to be attacked, to be insulted. When I made those videos about Orania, to say that, guys, you have to look at people that are thriving. You have to look at the communities that are thriving and ask yourself, what is it that those communities are doing that we can do too? And I remember I was told that, no, Thomas, you are talking nonsense. There's absolutely nothing that the black people in this country can actually learn from those racists in Orania. We don't want to learn anything from those racists in Orania. This is what I was told. That we hate those people, we hate what those people stand for, and we are not even going to look at what those people are doing. Because as far as they are concerned, everything about them we hate. We hate. And I don't know how many videos that I made arguing that, guys, we need to learn from the communities that are thriving. As black people, you need to understand why the politicians hate Orania so much. You need to understand why the politicians do not want the people of this country to even know about Orania. If you ask regular people in the streets, it's not like a lot of people know about Orania. Just go out and have conversations with average South Africans and ask regular people in the streets, do you know of a place called Orania? They will tell you no. I don't know of a place that is called Orania. And this is how politicians actually want it. And their supporters, they don't want us to come to these platforms and start speaking about Orania, what Orania is doing, and that is doing obviously right, that we should actually do too. I was told that no, there's absolutely nothing that we're gonna learn from those people. This is an attitude that comes from the people that are living in areas that are filled with sewages and illegal dumpings, taverns, alcohol, drugs. This is the response that I got. So somehow, man, I'm kind of defeated. Like, I'm kind of defeated. Honestly, like sometimes I honestly do feel like, okay, I am defeated. I am defeated. I actually thought that, okay, I will have this platform and it will make a bit of change. But honestly, is that I am defeated. I'm defeated. I'm defeated. So how do we move forward? How do we move forward when we have millions and millions of people that are still willing to back the ANC? I mean, like at this point, why are we even discussing the fact that people continue to vote for the ANC? The ANC should be a thing of the past. But the ANC still has the die-hard supporters who will continue to vote for the die-hard supporters. And young people in this country, because they don't like politics, because politics is boring, they don't even participate in the elections. And they get shocked when they don't see anything moving. They get shocked because, according to them, the same people that are in power are magically supposed to do something. They are oblivious to the mess that these people have been doing. They have not been paying attention to the issues that we have been paying attention to. So it is easy for them to actually expect anybody in power to do something about the problems that are facing them. This is the attitude that is coming from young people in this country. They will tell you that, no, man, politics is boring. Politics is boring. And we tell them every time that you might not want anything to do with politics, but politics wants everything to do with you. You don't want anything to do with politics, fine. But politics wants everything to do with you. And the decisions that are being taken by these comrades are going to affect you directly, whether you like it or not. They think that if they ignore politics or they ignore having these conversations that we are having, that is magically going to make their lives any better. That's how many young people in this country actually think. That's why they don't even participate. They don't even care what is passed, what is not passed. Legislations, nothing. They don't care about nothing. They just want whoever is running this country, whoever is leading, to do something about the fact that they are sitting at home unemployed. we are in so much trouble, guys. We are in so much trouble, and I think a lot of people in this country do not actually understand. They do not actually get it. They do not actually get it. The kind of trouble that we are in. The normalization of nonsense by South Africans. South Africans have come to normalize nonsense, basically. They've come to normalize nonsense. And somehow they will find a way to be okay with it. They will find a way to be okay with it. They will find. It's bad, man. It's actually bad. Guys, what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts? Please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.